Hello, my name is Hannah Absalom,
And I'm Alex Absalom.
and together we lead a network of home churches in Southern California, and also
We lead Dandelion Resourcing, which is a ministry that equips Christians to go and make more disciples of Jesus in naturally supernatural ways. And Matt has asked us just to shoot for you a quick message of encouragement as we, together as leaders, we're seeking to respond to coronavirus and how we can be positioning our churches to make the most of it. So, Hannah.
So we believe that this is a time of incredible and some unprecedented opportunity in all sorts of ways. So we have had incredible times where we've been able to pray for our neighbours. They've been worried, they've been stressed. So we just say, I'd love to be able to pray for you. Would that be okay? And they've loved it. We've had times where we've been serving the street, and so I'm regularly shopping for a couple of neighbours, but also we're doing some fun things for the neighbours too. So it's been a wonderful time of mixed spiritual fun, serving people's needs, but it's been an amazing opportunity of just being on mission right here where God has locked us in our street.
I think, so that's the one word which is on our minds, which is opportunity. And so we're reminded of how in the New Testament there's all these different words for time. And so they have chronos, which is regular calendar time, chronology we get from that. But there's also kairos time, and kairos means an opportune time. It's almost when calendar time stands still, and there's this moment where if we embrace it, we can see more of God's kingdom come. And that might mean a letting go of former ways, but so that we can, with faith, we can step into the new things that God has for us. And it feels like for all of us as leaders in the church, we perhaps need to be willing to not spend our time mourning the fact that perhaps we can't do big gatherings anymore and think church isn't quite how we used to be or we'd like it to be. But actually, let's embrace the possibilities that in this time where the Lord's allowed us to be scattered. I don't believe he sent coronavirus, but he's used it in the same way that in Acts of the Apostles, he didn't cause persecution, but he used it as the church was scattered for them to be on mission. We are now scattered as God's people all over the place. And so we need to be embracing this moment to be on mission.
So it's not an accident that you are hunkered down where you are hunkered down. God has placed you there for a reason. So I would encourage you just to take some time and ask God, okay, why have you placed me here? Who is it you want me to invest in this time? So whether it's praying for them by name, whether it's walking in your community and actually praying for the streets and the communities and the businesses and the families, or whether it is serving, or whether it's making the most of every opportunity and speaking about hope, or we know the person who can bring peace, even if it's a difficult situation. So ask God why he's placed you and who to reach out to.
Yeah, so what we'd want to leave you with is as you recognise this as an opportune time, the question for you is, what is the one next thing that you and your household can be doing on mission where you are right now? So don't give a list of 20 things because you won't do that. What's the one next step that you and your household can take to operate as missionaries where the Lord has placed you? And if you need some help with that, we've produced a resource which is called Church in Your Street. We've put the link on screen now. And if you want to have a look at that, get hold of it. There's some free samples as part of it. And that might be a really helpful resource for you and your church family to get hold of as well. But regardless of whether you use that or not, we just want to encourage you that this is actually, it might look difficult, but this is an opportune time for God's kingdom to advance. So let's make the most of it.
So may God really bless you and use you in this time.